Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James. Today we're playing Final Fantasy IV, another chapter in our Final Fantasy Fridays where we'll be playing through the entirety of the 6 games within the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster collection, thanks to Bandai Namco as the local distributor, and of course Square Enix the publisher. Let's get into Final Fantasy IV. We're not playing these games in full, we are playing all 6 of them across 6 Fridays. And Final Fantasy IV is an absolute gem, so let's get into it. Oh. It is really cold in here. Cecil. This game is, I think on most metrics, a 10. This is like, it's, no, because the franchise gets better. 6 is better, just to begin with. We'll say it's a 9.5. 9.95. Like, it's an unbelievably good game. And a little interesting bit of trivia is that it took decades, at least one, maybe even closer to 2 in the end. And then Square Enix put out the After Years, which was an expansion, like an expanded story to Final Fantasy IV. Initially came to the Wii, if I remember, as a part of the WiiWare, their kind of first foray into digital-only games and indie games and all those sorts of things. And Square Enix brought it to that. I think it then eventually came. I think it went more broadly after that. I'm sure it's available elsewhere. I might have to Google it while we're going through this one. Final Fantasy for the After Years. I mean, it's on mobile, the App Store, Google Play, Steam. It came to the PSP as well. All right. Anyway, back to the action. Looks, and so we can see the ATB is finally introduced. This was a very important game for what would. I don't have it set to autoplay. What are we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, this was a very important game to kind of build out what Final Fantasy would become for the next, really, Final Fantasy 4 through 10, with things then kind of changing. It's still embracing it a little bit with 12, but you maybe go as far as 12 and 13, which to much lesser extents. More hostiles. Damnation. Damnation! Zoo! We're basically just on cruise control at the moment. We're not even playing as Cecil right now. All right. Baigan? Baigan? I don't know. And, I mean, with Final Fantasy IV, we are starting to approach a point where young Paul, at 4 or 5 years old, was starting to dabble with Japanese role-playing games. Those and platforms, I was straight in. Getting to experience these fantastical worlds. It was Mario, like the Mario All-Stars collection first. That quickly became A Link to the Past. That quickly became a very slippery slope into JRPGs, where Final Fantasy VI was an obvious front runner, but there was Secret of Mana, there was Secret of Evermore, there was Chrono Trigger, there was Earthbound, and a very, very lengthy list beyond that of all of these JRPGs I was getting into. Final Fantasy, realizing, oh, hang on, I'm playing the 6th one here, prompted me to go and explore other options, like some of the other games. And Final Fantasy IV is right up there as one of the absolute best of the lot. All right. Now, even notice that, like, if you've watched the other, yeah, there's my controls. If you've even noticed some of the other player 2 plays so far, I'm gonna switch on to accelerate things. Oh, to accelerate things, configuration. We'll get our boosts going. Encounters on. Let's get the XP boosts up. Let's get the Gil boosts up. We need to, like, you know, I think it's kind of important to accelerate the. Okay. Now, honestly, I don't remember where I'm going. White Magic Research Lab. Black Magic Research Lab. Where does one get some sleep in this joint? Oh. Dungeon. Thanks, Sid. Ugh. Gee whiz. Sorry. I'm quite tired and we're doing this close to midnight. There we go. We'll rest. There was something in the back of my brain scratching in the direction I needed to go because that came to me. Oh, there's some recall there that I'm kind of happy with. Look at my... Lead the way, let's go! Oh, a classic. Let me, while this is rolling, because I know the origin story, I'll just double check how long to beat and see how long it's going to be taking me to roll credits on Final Fantasy IV as I continue to chip away at my the entirety of the 22 hours, and that'll be less, of course, with the speed boosts and XP boosts and all those sort of things. The grinding will be far less. Fantastic. When did it really balloon out? When are tiers going to start to come? 5 was 22 hours. 6 was definitely longer. 6, I reckon, was closer to 40, 50, 35. This is howlongtobeat.com, just to be clear. And that's far more in line with kind of what we expect Final Fantasy to be, because like 7, 33 hours. Oh, sorry, that's 7 remake. 7, 36.5 hours. 8, 40 hours. 9 would be in the ballpark as well, I would have thought. The GOAT, I might add. 39 hours. Yeah, so it, like with 6, you really start creeping up to the game clocks of the others. But yeah, oh, I just walked back into town. All right, let's get into a little bit of combat. So I've got Kane with me, Dragoon and Cecil, Dark Knight. Need to reorder this party. It's just going to bother me. Cecil, you actually need to be first on the list there. I can't do it any other way. So again, now if we take on the Dark... Notice, they're not waiting for me. So you actually need to be on the ball. Don't mind a Phoenix Down being dropped so early. They got far less stingy with them once you got to 4 onwards. And at this early stage, I can really just mash the attack button. That'll get me through, but especially while I'm leveling up so fast. We'll get a little bit of XP. We'll grind for a moment just to give myself a leg up for what comes next, and we'll go from there. And with like Dragoon and Dark Knight here, like we're introducing more classes, more being added into the mix. There we go, Kane leveling up. Alright, the Mist Cave. Take these assholes out. Bit of auto battling. Let it just go. Let it play itself. Insectus. Nothing's really doling out the damage in any great rate or at any kind of level of concern. My damage output has, dropped a little bit, but there we go. Problem solved. But I could probably roll back to town with some of the gil that I've acquired. What have I got now? 368 units of gil. Turn back. Who's there? Not turning back. Not giving in. Those levels, we're still just raining levels, level 12 for the both of... Oh, I didn't even open the chest. Got a potion. The flying eyes. Down you go. And of course, just like the other ones, so that we've got the gil and XP boost applied. You can also turn combat encounters off, turn random encounters off. If you just maybe you're a bit over leveled or whatever, or you're struggling on the opposite side and you want to push through faster, you can do so with by simply or get out of there faster. You can just simply turn off encounters, as well as the auto battle and all those sorts of things here, which is not something I'll be able to stick with. Not with the ATB being what it is. I mean, look, it's probably fine for grinding, especially when you're kind of towards the back end of the game and you're looking to level grind for end game stuff, whatever the case might. Leave it once. Final Fantasy 9. Alright. Let's get a potion up in ya. Oh. I missed a chest. Yeah, let me... Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's speed. Encounters off. Let's turn encounters off while we go and get that. I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, we're gonna go now. Bring it. Come on! Let's just start with auto, really. I don't think there's too much to worry about with a fairly rapid leveling up that's gone on. I think we can probably just bash our way through it. Let's jump. Darkness. Let's see what darkness is going to do in this instance. Attacking the mist is futile, but... attack when the dragon appears. Okay, yep. My bad. And so this is where actually the auto battling, like I need to just sit there with the ATB bar full and just wait. And again. Let's go back to the standard attack. Oh, stop. Let's just sit on it now. Heal up Cecil just to make sure we're good to go. We don't want to screw anything up here. And again. It's over. All right, we can keep pushing through, but we will wrap things up there for this entry of Player 2 Plays. That was your first look at Final Fantasy IV from the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. Thank you again very much to Square Enix as the publisher, Bandai Namco Australia as the distributor of the game, for the access that is underpinning these Player 2 Plays, and of course the review, which you will find at player2.net.au once all these Player 2 Plays and a bit more game time to actually finish the bulk of them, or play a lot of them in great amounts, is done. If you enjoyed this episode of Player 2 Plays, then please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons are down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes patched Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. There's some awesome stuff there, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary, where there's been some sensational developer guests on the show in recent weeks and months, and there are more to come, so please subscribe and go and check it out. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, early access to episodes, while at the higher tiers, there's monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter. You'll find me at Paul James Games. The website you'll find at player2au. And until next time, that was Final Fantasy IV, one part of the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. We'll see you next Friday with Final Fantasy V. And until then, cheers.